Good evening, everybody. Good to see everybody. Just letting everybody know we're going to get started in about 2 or 3 minutes. So if you want to start finding your seat, then that'll be great. There's still a few seats upstairs left if you're looking for a place to sit, and a few more downstairs. So enjoy.
Let's have some fun. What we spend a lifetime doing. Let's have some fun. It's not fun. I don't want to do it. For sure.
Good evening, everybody. Well, evening, everybody. Wow, look at this. This is phenomenal. First of all, if you've never been here before, welcome. This is Sandbox Studio South, and it's an honor and a privilege to have you out here. If you've been following us, this is a little different than what we've done before. We've had some wonderful jazz acts here. We've had some world music acts here. This is the first time we have ever done anything close to a Broadway review. And to see the support that we have, it's humbling and honoring. Thank you for yourself. Give yourself a hand for coming out. We really appreciate it. Before we begin, I've got a few people to thank. Mostly, I want to start by thanking my staff here. I'll introduce you very briefly, and then we'll thank the people who are responsible for making tonight happen. So first and always foremost, thank you, and my hat goes off to the lady who has pulled together all of the event, all of the food, and make this event happen. That's my beautiful bride, Jennifer Natchez. And then, equally important, the guy that has helped pull all this technical stuff together. We can do live streaming with multiple 4K cameras. The sound is brilliant in here. Things always work. All thanks goes to the mighty G, Giuseppe Golato from Dirty South TV. He was a pioneer in live streaming. He was, back in 2005, one of the first people to live stream live music. So we owe him a lot, and thank you for bringing your talents and your skills here. Carolyn Tannehill on our lights. She's a miracle worker. James Thomas does a lot of our social media, and he's helping us tonight mixing the sound for the live stream. Thank you very much, Tom. James, Damien, Austin, James, thank you for parking all of our cars. Thank you very much, Becky, for our hostess for the evening at the door. Without these folks, this place simply doesn't happen. And if we try to do a show here, it's a disaster. So one more time, give the staff a hand. Before I introduce the folks associated with the show, I'll let Jennifer give you some notes about the place and anything else you want to say.
Good evening, everyone. Just a couple of things. There is no smoking in the studio. If you do need to smoke, there is an ashtray out if you go out this door and go to the right, there's an ashtray out there. There are two restrooms. One is, there's a sign that says restrooms. It's through the hall and immediately on your right. And then if you keep going to the next room back there, the second one is also on your right. So there's two restrooms available. If you would like to sit up in the loft, there is seating up there, and the steps are right there through the same door as the restrooms. The food is for everybody. Please feel free to help yourself to seconds, thirds, whatever. And there will probably be some still left at intermission, so you can always refill your plate at intermission. And I think that's about it. I guess I should say something about exits, though. We have an exit through where you came in. These two doors open to the outside as well. So if for some horrible reason we would have to get out of here, there's plenty of exits. So, and I'm going to turn it back over to Mike to introduce the people behind me.
First of all, before we talk about tonight, if you're here for the first time and you enjoy tonight, please follow us at www.Sandbox Studio South, Facebook, Sandbox Studio South, YouTube, Sandbox Studio South. We have wonderful footage there from many of the concerts that we've done here before, as we will tonight's show in about a couple of weeks when we get it all done. So thanks to the people that pulled this show together, because I just can't believe what's getting ready to happen on this stage. Big thanks to, first and foremost, Priscilla Duff. She has organized this stuff, and most important, she's organized everything. She's responsible for the blocking and the production. Most importantly, she's responsible for keeping him out of trouble, who is our musical director, right? So thank you for that, first and foremost. initial push happened from Jeannie Carrera. Thank you very much, Jeannie, for suggesting this and pulling this all together and making this happen and getting it kick-started. One of our actors tonight, who we'll introduce later, Nick Walker-Jones, has been the intermediary between our musical director and all of these actors, and that's a lot of logistics. Anyone who's ever had to herd cattle and sheep and get everybody on the same page, that was Nick's job. So thank you very much, Nick, and we'll see him in a little while. Finally, I want to recognize Natalie Delaney, executive director of City Springs Theater, and she pulled these actors together. She suggested these actors. She is responsible for casting tonight. And when you see them, I think you all understand why we're going to give her a great big hand right now. All right, finally, I want everybody to be really quiet. Shh. Everybody sit down. Because something's coming.
Could be. Who knows? There's something to any day. I will know right away. Soon as it shows, it may come cannonballing down to the sky. Deep inside, right as a rose. Who knows? It's only just out of reach. Down the block on a beach, under a tree. I got a feeling there's a miracle due. Coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming. Something good. If I can wait. Something's coming. I don't know. It's gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone will jingle, moral knock, open the latch. Something's coming. Catch the moon, one-handed catch around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me. Will it be? Yes, it will. Maybe just by holding still, it'll be there. Come on, something, come on in. Don't be slow, time to go. Gotta be there. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Who knows? It's only just out of reach. Down the block on a beach. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, one by one, please welcome our performers tonight. To my far right, Nick Walker-Jones. Next in line, Megan K. Hill. Let her have it. Hey, Amanda Fallon-Smith. And the mighty Hayden Ryder. Back on drums, we have a longtime Broadway veteran, Paul Hanna. On bass tonight, Mark Miller. And our next most special, our musical director tonight. I won't belabor it. You can read all about him in your handbook. Go out and read them anywhere else. 50-year musician veteran, although I'm not supposed to say that big a number with him around. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Duff. Please enjoy.
All right, I'm going to kick things off this evening. We were all asked to give a little anecdote, so I thought it would be appropriate to talk about my very first professional experience. So I'm a senior at Florida State Theater. I'm getting my BFA in the music theater department. And like any true senior, we go up to New York during our senior year, and we just audition for anything and everything, hoping to see what sticks, get a professional job, whatever that be. So I see that there's a posting for a national tour, the first national tour of Nice Work If You Can Get It, which is a show that was on Broadway. It was leaving, hitting the road. It was written by the Gershwins, so I thought, hey, this is perfect. I know my old school music. I've got it in the bag. We can see where this is maybe going to be going. So I go up to New York. I have two very close friends with me. We all audition for this open singer call. They do what's called a type out, where they look at your headshot and your resume before you even get to open your mouth. And I thought, well, it's not a problem. I've got everything I need on my resume. I get typed out. To add insult to injury, my two friends get typed in. So I get to wait in the lobby for them to finish. And I'm thinking the entire time just how upset I am. So I said, you know what? Out of pure anger, I'm going to go to the open dancer call tomorrow. I do not lead with my dance, but I said, I'm mad enough that I'm going to do that. So I go, and again, my anger is fueling me. It goes very well. I go back to Florida. The casting team lets me know that I have a callback. I go back up. I do a second combination. Somehow that also goes very well. And along with the casting team is the original director who won a Tony the year before, Kathleen Marshall. So they're all on a panel. And they say, great, we finally want to hear you sing. I said, yes, now is my time. This is it. So I walk in and I say, I am going to be doing a Gershwin song, but do not worry, it is not in the show. And she goes, great, what are you going to be singing? I say, I'm going to be singing blah, blah, blah. I haven't forgotten what it's called. That is what it's called. And so I sing it. It goes well. I finish. And she looks at me and she goes, this is Kathleen. She goes, Nick, that was fantastic. She goes, but just to let you know, that's in the show. And I went, oh, you're right. And I was testing you. And it just got more and more awkward. She said, great, thanks so much. Walked out of the room. I thought I didn't have it. 2 weeks later, she let me know I was going to be joining the first national tour of Nice Work If You Can Get It. It was an amazing first experience, and it launched me into a professional career. So here we are. Lesson learned. Shut your mouth. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's high, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Julie, do you like him? I don't know. Did you like it when he talked to you today? When he put you on the carousel that way? Did you like that? I'd rather not say. You're a queer one, Julie Jordan. You are quieter and deeper than a well. And you never tell me nothing. There is nothing that I care to choose to tell. You've been acting most peculiar. Every morning you're awake ahead of me. Always sitting by the window. I like to watch the river meet the sea. When we work at the mill, weaving at the loom, you gaze absent-minded at the roof. And half the time the shuttle gets tangled in the threads till you can't tell the warp from the woof. Ain't so. You're a queer one, Julie Jordan. You don't ever tell a body what you think. You're as tight-lipped as an oyster and as silent as an old Sahara sphinx. Julie, I've just been busting to tell you something lately. What? Well, the reason I didn't want to tell you before is because you didn't have a fella of your own. But now that you got one, I can tell you about mine. What's his name? His name is Mr. Snow, and an upstanding man is he. And every night he comes in his round-bottom boat with a net full of herring from the sea. An almost perfect beau, as refined as a girl could wish, though he spends so much time in his round-bottom boat that he can't seem to lose the smell of fish. The first time I kissed him, the smell of his clothes knocked me fat on the floor of the room. But now that I love him, my heart's in my nose, and fish is my favorite perfume. Last night he spoke quite low, and a fair-spoken man is he. And he said, Miss Pippridge, I'd like it fine if I could be wed with a wife. And he said, Miss Pippridge, if you'll be mine, I'll be yours for the rest of my life. That moment we were promised, and now my mind's in a haze, and all I can do is look forward to that wonderful day of days. When I marry Mr. Snow, the flowers will be buzzing with the hum of bees. The birds will make a racket in the churchyard trees. When I marry Mr. Snow, then it's off to home we'll go. And both of us will look a little dreamy-eyed, driving to a cottage by the ocean side, where the salty breezes blow. He'll carry me across the threshold, and I'll be as meek as a lamb. Then he'll set me on my feet, and I'll say, "Good and sweet, well, Mr. Snow, here I am." And I'll kiss him so you know that everything will be as right as rain can be, living in a cottage by the sea with me. For I love that Mr. Snow, that young seafaring, bold and daring, baby whiskered overbearing, darling Mr. Snow. And with the moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So they tell me. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. The thing that's known as romance is wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they say. Rumors fly, and they often leave a doubt. But you've come to the right place to find out. Everything that you've heard is really so. I've been there once or twice, and I should know. You'll find that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful, as they say. And with a moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, as they tell you. You leave your house one morning, and without any warning, you're stopping people shouting that love is grand. And to hold a man in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way, I should say. I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything. Not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life? I was only out of sight, waiting right here. Who knows tomorrow where our home will be? I'll be with you, and that's home enough for me. Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. Whisper differently now. And why is the nightingale singing at noon on the mulberry bough? For some most mysterious reason, this isn't the garden I know. No, it's paradise now. That was only a garden a moment ago.
Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise, all lost in a wonderland, a stranger in paradise. If I stand a starry-eyed, that's a danger in paradise, for mortals who stand beside an angel like you. I saw your face and I ascended out of the commonplace and into the rare. Somewhere in space I hang suspended until I know there's a chance that you care. Won't you answer the fervent prayer of a stranger in paradise? Don't send me in dark despair from all that I hunger for, but open your angel's arms to the stranger in paradise and tell me that I need be a stranger no more.
I saw your face and I ascended out of the commonplace into the rare. Somewhere in space I hang suspended until I know there's a chance that you can. Won't you answer the fervent prayer of a stranger in paradise?
Don't send me in dark despair from all that I hunger for, but open your angel's arms to the stranger in paradise and tell me that I need be a stranger no more.
Amanda, Nick, you both just sound so lovely on that song. So, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. We are having a blast up here. I'm going to give you a little insight onto my musical theater journey and kind of let you know where I came from. So musical theater, it kind of found me late in life. When I say late, I mean, it was high school, but I did not get really I didn't really get a head start into theater. I was more of a sports guy, and I played running back for my football team, and I was kind of I was that guy. And also big into marine biology of all things. And so I was kind of like a football player and a little bit of a marine biology nerd. But as you know, things happen. I had this random mix up on my class schedule one day, and it was drama fundamentals, and I was hooked. And so that's kind of why I'm here doing this. And there's a couple of things I've learned over the years doing musical theater, and that is it's going to throw you a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, and also allow you to live your dreams. And back in my, I believe it was my sophomore year, junior year, I kind of fell in love with this one little show because my family, my grandfather, he was really big into gospel quartets, and he was. My mom's here. What was some of his, to name a few? Like, I was like the Couriers and yeah. And so my grandfather really got me involved in some quartet music. And so there was this little show called Jersey Boys that that I knew then and there. I just like, oh man, I want to do that one day. I really want to do that role. I want to play Frankie Valli. And life is really funny because I got to live that dream with so many of these people up here on stage with me. And, it was just a joy every single night. And I just cannot thank all these people on stage here enough. And what a joy it was to be able to live that dream with you guys by my side. So just thank you for that. With Living Dreams also, I think we were also supposed to talk about some blunders that might have happened on stage. And so I do have one. I do have one story. My freshman year of college, I was going in to college, and the first musical I was auditioning for was Singing in the Rain. Now, Nick says he's not a dancer. He's not a dancer. He's a wonderful dancer. I am not. But I try my darndest. And so it was a tap show. If you've ever seen the musical, Singing in the Rain is quite heavy on tap. Here's the problem. I had never tapped before. I don't have tap shoes. And the audition's in a few hours tomorrow. So I improvised. I grabbed some old Converse shoes, and I grabbed some pennies and nickels, and I took some super glue, and I super glued all of these these nickels and dimes to my shoes. And I went in the next day. I got in. I don't know how, I think I bought my way. I think I bought my way in because at the end of the audition, the director definitely walked away about $2.30 richer because all of them came flinging off my feet and they all landed all across the director's table. And so I think that's what happened. So there's my blunder. For this next song, though, would you mind? I have to scratch that marine biology itch. So if you would, this song is perfect for that. If you can just play like a low E, F, E, F. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. If you know what that is. Yeah, this will be fitting for that. Let's do it. Oh, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has an old MacHeath, babe, and he keeps it way outside. You know that shark bites with his teeth, dear. Scarlet billows begin to spread. Oh, fancy gloves, though, where's old MacHeath, babe? So there's never a trace of red worn by the sidewalk. Sunday morning lies a body just oozing life. Here's someone sneaking, wait around the corner. Could that be our boy, old Mac the Knife? Oh, there's a tugboat, well, it's down by the river, don't you know? Where the cement bag just open on the down. You see that cement's there, oh, it's there for the weight, dear. 5 will get you 10, old Mackie's back in town. Did you hear about Lloyd Miller? He disappeared, babe, after drawing up, see all his hard-earned cash. And now Mackie spends, oh, he spends just like a sailor. Could our boy have done something right? Jenny Diver, oh, some guitar tree. Look out, Miss Lottie Lenya and old Lucy Brown. Yeah, that line forms, well, it forms on the right, babe. Now that Mac, oh, he's back in town. Yeah, Jenny Diver, oh, some guitar tree. Look out, Miss Lottie Lenya and old Lucy Brown. Yeah, that line forms, well, it forms on the right, babe. Now that Mackie back in town. back.
Dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, and to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, then my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Finch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? Oh, can you jubilate, sitting in cages, never taking wing? Outside the skyways, beckoning, just beyond the bars. How can you remain standing in the rain, muddied by those stars? How is it you sing anything? How is it you sing? Green finch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? Whence comes this melody? Comes to me from this is rejoicing, longing, longing, discussing, or fussing, or simply dreaming. Are you crawling? Are you screaming? Ring between a finch and many birds. Nightingale, a blackbird, teach me how to sing. If I cannot fly, let me sing. What's going on around me is barely making sense. I need some explanations fast. I see my present partner in the imperfect tense, and I don't see how we can last. I feel I need a change of cast. Maybe I'm on nobody's side, and when he gives me reasons to justify each move, I'm getting harder to believe. I know this can't continue. I still a lot to prove. There must be more I could achieve, but I don't have the nerve to leave. Everybody's playing the game, but nobody's rules are the same. Nobody's on nobody's side. Better than to go it alone. Recognize you're out on your own. Nobody's on nobody's side. The one I should not think of keeps rolling through my mind, and I don't want to let that go. No lover's ever faithful, no contract truly signed. There's nothing certain left to know. And how the cracks begin to show. Never make a promise or plan. Take a little love where you can. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never stay too long in your bed. Never lose your mind, use your head. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never take a stranger's advice. Never let a friend fool you twice. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never be the first to believe. Never be the last to deceive. Somebody's on nobody's side. Keep a falling, no time to show. Never waste a heart out. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never space love. Something is the best we'll ever know. Nobody's on nobody's side. Let you go it alone. Recognize you're out on your own. Nobody's on nobody's side.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take about 20-minute break. So please enjoy some more food, drink, anything you like, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Thank you very much for coming out. Good. So see that help? And you can try to hit the button again. It's the one in between them two corners. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm letting you know we're going to get started again here in about 2-3 minutes. So if you want to start finding your seats, that'll be great. And we'll fire it back up again. Okay, if you want to find your seats, 30 seconds, everybody. This is a 30-second call. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If you can take your seats for just a second. I have a quick story to tell. First of all, before I tell any stories, before I do anything else, www.sandboxstudiosouth.com. Please check us out. Facebook, Sandbox Studio South. Please check us out. So, quick little story. I've been working with, I'm in my spare time, as if there was ever one. I'm kind of a man around town sound guy, and I've worked with a band called Soul Purpose. And in Soul Purpose, didn't take long before we noticed, wow, this lady is phenomenal. Who is this singer person? Who is this singer person? And ultimately, I would get to know her. And And not long ago, I talked to Sarah, I'll introduce her in a moment, who said that she would like to do a concert here. And last year, as part of Sandbox Sessions, we did a concert with a duet featuring Sarah Hopkins and Trina Mead, and it was phenomenal. And this year, we're going to be doing a concert featuring this young lady. She's truly phenomenal. She's truly something special. And so we asked her to come and do a little sample for everybody tonight. She will be doing her own concert here and headlining Sandbox Sessions, the next one, in August, August 22. So please put your hands together, make welcome Miss Sarah Hopkins.
Thank you. Home. There's no place like home. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I was back with the things I've been knowing. Wind that makes the tall trees bend into leaning. Suddenly the snowflakes that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the sea makes it all clean. There's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It would sure be nice to be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time be my friend, let me start again. Suddenly my world's gone and changed its face, but I still know where I'm going. I have had my mind spun around in space, and yet I watched it growing. Oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard to know if we should believe the things that we see. Tell us, should we run away? Should we try and stay? Or would it be better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world might be a fantasy, but it taught me to love. So it's real to me. And I've learned that we must look inside our hearts to find a world full of love, like you, like mine, like home.
Welcome back to Act 2. That's an easy act to follow, right? Jeez. Thanks a lot, Sarah, if you can hear me back there. I think I can speak for all of my friends up here when we say that there is a performance or a show that really got us to fall in love and want to do this crazy industry that is musical theater, right? And there is one VHS that I'm surprised still exists with how much I used and abused that thing as a kid, and that was The Sound of Music. It holds a very, very special place in my heart, and I realize it's not just because of that show and the fact that I always dreamed of twirling on a hill with a helicopter, but it was because of Julie Andrews, right? To me, she is everything that musical theater is. She is elegant, she is poised, she's beautiful, she's funny. And so I've always wanted to be her. And so I did get to play Maria in my high school production of Sound of Music, so I definitely peaked. And it's been downhill ever since. Kidding. But I've always looked up to her, and now I pretty much exclusively play soprano ingenues, which is a surprise. But yeah, she's always held a special place in my heart. And when I got to the age of, 7 or 8, I realized she wasn't just Maria, she was Julie Andrews. And she actually had a great career of performing on Broadway, including this show where she got to do something a little more saucy. Tra-la, it's May, the lusty month of May, that lovely month when everyone goes blissfully astray. Tra-la, it's here, that shocking time of year, when tons of wicked little thoughts merrily appear. It's May, that gorgeous holiday, when every maiden prays that her lad will be a cat. It's mad, it's gay, a libelous display. Those dreary vows that everyone takes, everyone breaks, everyone makes divine mistakes. The lusty month of May. It's this fragrance wafted through the air. What sweet feelings does it seem to transmit? What's this perfume floating everywhere? Don't you know it's that dear forbidden fruit? Tra-la-la-la-la, that dear forbidden fruit. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la, tra-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. It's May, the lusty month of May, that darling month when everyone throws self-control away. It's time to do a wretched thing or two, and try to make each precious day one you'll always rue. It's May, the month of yes you may, time for every frivolous whim, proper or in. It's wild, it's gay, a plot in every word. The birds and bees with all their vast avarice past gaze of the human race aghast. The lusty month of Did you write that, Lance?
Yes.
Why do you always write everything about you? Why do you never write anything about me?
I can't write about you. I love you too much. Jenny, I should leave you and never come back. I have said it to myself day after day, year after year, but how can I? Look at you. When would I? If ever I would leave you, how could it be in summer? Seeing you in summer, I never would go. Your hair streaked with sunlight, your lips red as flame, your face with a luster that puts gold to shame. But if I leave you, how could it be in autumn? How I'd leave in autumn, I never would know. I've seen how you sparkle when fall nips the air. I know you in autumn, and I must be there. And would I leave you running merrily through the snow, or on a wintry evening when you catch the fire's glow? If ever I would leave you, how could it be in springtime, knowing how in spring I'm bewitched by you so? Oh, no, not in
Times have changed, and we've often rewound the clock since the Puritans got a shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock. If today any shock they should try to send, instead of landing on Plymouth Rock, Plymouth Rock would land on them. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words. Writing prose, anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today. Most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. And no, I'm not a great romancer. I'm sure that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. With grandmama, whose age is 80, and nightclubs is getting matey with gigolos. Anything goes. When mothers pack and leave for father because they decide they'd rather be tennis pros. Anything goes. If driving fast cars you like, if low bars you like, if bare limbs you like, if old hymns you like, if they west you like, or be undressed you like, well, nobody will oppose. And no, I'm not a great romancer. I'm sure that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. And no, I'm not a great romancer. I'm sure that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. If saying your prayers you like, if green pears you like, if old chairs you like, if back prayers you like, if your prayers you like, with love affairs you like, well, nobody will oppose. And though I'm not a great romancer, I'm sure that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. Anything, anything, anything goes.
My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui. Then I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Someday may go for cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, it would bore me terrifically too. But I get a kick out of you. I get a kick clear to me, you obviously do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying so high with some gal in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. But I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before. I get a kick, though it's clear to me, you obviously do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some down in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. But I get a kick, you give me a boot, I get a kick out of you.
Amazing. It's finally my turn to talk. I know you've all been waiting. So to close this out, I also have a musical theater origin story going even further back in time to when I was 11. So like Amanda, there's a lot of really amazing musicals that we all really know and love. And I tell this story all the time. My dad doesn't know this, but he handed me, when I was 11 years old, the double disc CD sets. If anyone is under 18, CD sets used to come in two, much like a record that you would flip over. The double disc CD sets to Phantom of the Opera and Les Miserables, which are still in my nightstand at my parents' house. And I wore those out on a Hello Kitty boombox, on a lime green and teal shag rug that I begged for. And I quote unquote, thank you, I quote unquote learned to sing imitating Javert in my room, which I liked to believe was soundproof. And as everyone in my family can attest, it very much was not. But those two musicals, like so many musicals we know, like The Sound of Music and these great movie musicals, a lot of the classics that you heard today, mean so much to all of us and are very much like the reason that we do what we do. And I'm very fortunate to have had a dad and a family who love musicals very much and let me do Javert's Suicide in my room and like jump off my bed, do it over and over again. One day I'll tell Terrence Mann about that. That's my big dream. But these shows, these musicals mean so much to us. And so it's very, very fun for all of you guys to come out tonight to hear us do just the thing that we love more than anything. I love that. And with that, we're going to kick off our last little set.
When I worked in the mill, weaving at the loom, I gazed absent-minded at the roof. And half the time the shuttle get tangled in the thread, and the wharf would get mixed with the woof. If I loved you, no, I don't. But somehow I can see just exactly how I'd be if I loved you. Time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words would come in an easy way, round in circles I'd go. chances asleep on. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know. If I loved you.
You're a funny kid. I don't ever remember meeting a girl like you before. Say, you trying to get me to marry you?
No.
Then what's putting it into my head? Yeah, you're funny, all right. I don't know what it is. It's like you look up at me with that little kid face, like you trusted me. I wonder what it'd be like.
What?
Nothing. I know what it'd be like. It would be awful. Kinda scrawny and pale and picking at my food and lovesick like any other guy. I'd throw away my sweater and dress up like a dude in a dickie and a collar and a tie if I loved you.
But you don't.
No, I don't. But somehow I can see just exactly how I'd be if I loved you. Time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words would come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know.
Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. Never told that to anybody before. I've never been in love before. Now all at once, it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
So please forgive this helpless place I'm in. I've really never been in love before. There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind and the world was a song and the song was exciting. There was a time then it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. And I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine to sing. But the tigers from that night, with their voices soft as slumber, as they tear your home apart, as they turn your dream to shame. He's left a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'll come to me, that we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. Now life has killed the dream I
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. I say that's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks from stomping on your dreams. But I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning round. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart won't buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly. 'Cause you see, I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's a life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart won't buy it. But if there's nothing shaking, come this here in July, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die. I jump right on a big bird, and then I'd fly.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey guys, last time, thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And if you have, if you want to keep up with us again, and we don't have your email address, we send out a monthly newsletter to let everybody know what we're doing. We have some wonderful shows coming up. This is going to be hard to top. I'm just going to be straight with you, right? But we'll try our very best, and you can come out and watch us try. So if www.sandboxstudiosouth.com. There's an email address there, info@sandboxstudiosouth. If we don't already have your email address, send it to you and we'll put you on our mailing list for our monthly newsletter. You can keep up with shows that are coming up, including Sarah Hopkins, who will be here in August. So please watch us and come out and hear her. She'll be singing a tribute to all the wonderful divas that we know really well, right? So give her a hand. And give yourself a hand one more time for coming out tonight, and one more time for the band and these wonderful singers. Y'all, good night. Have a safe trip home, and thank you for coming out again.